Grand Rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. But this is for entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, man, when you like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel, man, it helps us grow, helps the collective get bigger. And y'all know we've been going up. The collective is like the dopest community on YouTube, straight up. Now y'all would agree. But I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get right into the video, man. Let's go. It could be reaching. That could have been Duce. Yeah, he felt that energy. Get out of there.
Hey, something traumatic happened that changed my life. Check.
Damn. Damn. Okay, now I did have to edit some of that out. We're trying to follow YouTube guidelines. Somebody swung out the ride, so that's why I had to, like, you know, chop that part out. So I just showed the roller coaster going back and forth, but like when the person kind of ejected, I had to edit that part out. Yeah, if you want to find that, I'll probably put the link in the description. I probably still won't even do that. You probably just got to go find it, because I ain't trying to get, you know, trying to follow YouTube's guidelines. You know, rest easy to that person. How many of y'all ride roller coasters? I have. If I told y'all my reasoning, you'd be like, bro, you tripping. I was with a whole lot of girls. I was with a girl and her family, and this was some years ago. And I don't really do roller coasters too often, but they was all hopping on. I was like, dude, what type of dude? What I look like not getting on the roller coasters, because I don't ride, but all women is. And they kind of like, wait, getting at me. So I had to get on. It's at Six Flags. I got on everything. Medusa, Superman. I was on everything, I swear. Do I do it again for that same reason? Hell nah. I'm too good for that, bro. I'm straight. But yeah, but y'all saw that. Them things is crazy, bro. Especially if they not, you know, they malfunctioning. So, yeah.
Live alien that had been taken from the 1949 Roswell crash was called EB. It was short for extraterrestrial biological entity, and all aliens are not called EB. EB had a tendency to lie, and for over a year would give only the desired answers to questions asked. Those questions which would have resulted in an undesirable answer went unanswered. At some point during the second year of captivity, he began to open up, and the information derived from Evie was startling, to say the least. And this compilation of his revelations became the foundation of what would later be finished, called the Yellow Book. Photographs were taken of Evie, which among others, I and Bill English were to view years later in Grudge 13. Why do they keep the aliens in a Faraday-shielded environment? Because they have a tendency to disappear right through walls. And if you can prevent the transmission of electromagnetic energy, you can stop them from doing it. And if you can prevent the transmission of electromagnetic energy, you can stop them from doing it. In late 1951, Evie became ill. Medical personnel had been unable to determine the cause of Evie's illness and had no background from which to draw. EV's system was chlorophyll-based, and he processed food into energy much the same as plants. Waste material was excreted almost exactly the same as plants. It was decided that an expert in botany was called for. A botanist, Dr. Guillermo Mendoza, was brought in to try and help him recover. Those of you who have been looking for him on medical lists will not find him there. He was a PhD in...
Sheesh.
Did you speak to Tupac when he was in Vegas?
No, he was in an induced coma the whole time. The nurses told me, so I got the luxury, when I sat that 12 to 8, the Outlaws were usually in a car outside, and I was in the ER waiting room. So the nurse would come out and give me progress reports, and there was this big fat white lady that was the nurse the first 3-4 nights. She came out one night, she's like, oh, that Tupac of yours, he's a fighter. I'm like, what happened? He's like, we almost lost him, gave him 500 cc's and whatever, and came right back too. But then she said that he was in an induced coma because each time that he came to, he'd want to pull his plugs out and get out of bed. I was like, that's crazy. And she said, gunshot victims wake up at the scene of the crime. So that's what they do. So she said he was in an induced coma the whole time. I went in on the 5th night, and I didn't feel comfortable going in anytime before that because it was the family and Outlaws, and Tracy had gone a bunch of times. But for whatever reason, the 5th night, it was like 2, 3 in the morning. The nurse said, you haven't seen him yet? I was like, no. She said, why don't you come see your friend? So I went in, and immediately what fucked me up was his head was twice the size. So the nurse had said he had water on the brain, and his head was swollen, right? And then everywhere that there was a gunshot was covered with gauze, and he was naked except a little sheet covering his privates. But like the finger was gone, you know, there was just a little bandage there. It was fucked up, bro. I just walked up to him, I put my hand on his arm, it's ice cold. I said a prayer, and then I walked out, and that was the last time I saw him alive.
Wow, man. And I always heard from the people that I spoke to and the people that I interviewed that, you know, Tupac would have survived. He would have never been the same Tupac. He would have never been able to rap anymore.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, you don't?
No. Why? Tupac is missing a lung. He had everything else. I know a lot of motherfuckers with one lung that could survive, that could rap and do whatever they want. Tupac was a beast, bro. Tupac was a fucking beast. Had he lived, yeah, all right, motherfucker was missing some shit like a finger and a lung. I don't think, no, hell no. God rest her soul, Afeni Shakur in an interview once said, Tupac would never bend his knee for no man. I don't think, had he survived, he might have changed his ways real quick, but he was in the process of doing that. He still would have been a fucking beast, bro.
The Backrooms don't go.
What's funny? Some of y'all believe Tupac is a killed MC. I don't believe he's killed the MC. That's okay though. We can have two different outlooks or opinions. That's cool. But for me, I think he on a res somewhere, or he in Cuba. That's me personally. Maybe even in South America somewhere. I got my reasons. Today we won't discuss those reasons. But if Tupac is transition, rest in peace. Y'all know Pop, Nip, people like that, they big to me. Keep your opinions to yourself. I ain't listening. They still people that help guide me down the right path, not the wrong path. So, that being said, rest in peace, Pac, if he is passed on. I don't think so though, but I'm open to all ideas, except that it killed AMC. I'm past that one. I thought that too for a while, but nah, I'm past that. It's just certain things I've already looked into, and I'm like, no, that don't check out. That don't check out. That just don't check out. But I can have my opinion. Please respect that, and you can have your opinion, and I definitely respect that. I will never try to change it or force you to think another way.
Go on forever.
Wait, what do you mean?
So, a wanderer found himself trying to escape the level called the End. But it's a trick. It's actually an endless loop.
So then how do you escape?
Well, there's a bookshelf that will no-clip you to a spiral staircase. But if you see a red, blue, but even green door, you better choose wisely.
Wait, what's behind the doors?
So each color represents a fear that you'll have to overcome to escape. Behind the red door, you'll have to swim across a sea of spiders. The blue door, you'll have to escape a maze with walls so tight, they press against you, making it difficult to breathe. But also, the ceiling is so low, you have to army crawl your way out.
So, I'm guessing the green door is a massage then, right?
No, actually, it's the worst.
Welcome to hell.
Look up hell in Black's Law. Hell. The name formerly given to a place under the exchequer chamber where the king's debtors were confined. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Y'all know the thing about some of these back rooms, right? Like, I've seen previous videos of back rooms, and I think there is a such thing as back rooms. I'm diving deeper down that rabbit hole as far as what they use for, who made them, are they still being used, stuff like that, you know? But as far as every time I see banning something and people say it's the back rooms, do I believe it? Not all the time. That looked kind of weird. Do I believe this video? I'm not quite sure, because he didn't show him open the door. He just showed him wiggling out a knob down there. He could have actually went down in the middle of nowhere. It could have been a stock room, or I don't know, something used for wires and electrical equipment. And he opens, that's what that door could have been used for. And then he could have just shot that somewhere else that was abandoned. You know what I mean? It could have been an abandoned hospital. He could have shot that at. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think there's back rooms though. I do believe it. But this particular video, I'm not quite sure if I believe it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if y'all agree with me.
Is this company trying to free the devil? I know this sounds crazy, but CERN is a company that is heavily funded and claims that their work helps uncover what the universe is made out of and how it works. Basically giving us a better understanding on how the Big Bang happened and how our universe was created. But there's some things that truly scare me. For one, did the company go out of their way to build a facility on where the devil himself lives and sits on his throne? You see in the Bible, in Revelation chapter 2, verse 13, Jesus says Satan's throne is in the same city in which Saint Antipas was unalived. Biblical researchers found that Saint Antipas's life was taken under Emperor Nero in a city called Lyon, which is known today as Geneva, Switzerland. That's exactly where CERN so happened to have built their company's facilities and campus. If you pay attention to CERN's logo, it strangely has 3 sixes, and you know exactly what that means. Elon Musk himself calls CERN's technology demonic. Oh, and if that's not weird enough for you, they have a statue on their campus of the god Shiva, which is known as the Destroyer. One night, someone actually filmed a group of people who worked at CERN performing a human sacrifice in front of the campus's Shiva statue. When asked about it in an interview, a spokesperson for CERN said that it was only a prank and that no one was actually harmed. Yeah, sure, a prank, ha ha, ha. How do you get caught doing something weird and then go, guys, relax, it's a prank, bro? Anyways, they have a machine called the Hadron Collider, the largest and most powerful particle accelerator ever built. It has only had 2 runs in its lifetime. Some people believe that this machine is actually a portal to another dimension and that their plan is to work and find a way to release the devil himself out of hell, which would not only release him, but a bunch of demons down there as well. Now, there is some science to this because it creates incredibly high energy collisions with particles, which can theoretically open up a portal or tear the fabric of space-time. Now, there's no exact scientific proof of this, but who knows? Now, let's say none of this is true. There are other concerns concerning CERN. Try saying that 10 times fast. A genius and protege coined the name one of the world's smartest kids, who also created a free energy machine at the age of only 13, has warned us and said that he believes that CERN's experiments are threatening to break the fabric of our existence. And they have already moved us to a parallel reality that is similar to our own.
If there are other universes that are next to ours, and this actually relates to my theory of the Mandela effect and how the particle accelerator altered the weight of one electron and therefore destroyed our universe and shifted us into the universe that's directly next to it, and therefore things are different in this universe.
Have you ever woke up and felt things were a little off? Something's a little different? You're not where you belong? Or maybe you remember Pikachu having black at the tip of his tail, the Monopoly Man having a monocle, or that there was a Boots popsicle, even though they claim one never existed. Well, maybe we're not tripping. Maybe we're not in our original reality. I mean, a man has supposedly caught a video of the Berenstain Bears book slowly transitioning into a parallel universe and becoming Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, it just creeps me out, man. I don't even like being in this room anymore. When I sleep in here, look at that. That is changing. Right there. It's changing. Right there.
I mean, who knows? The Mandela effect could possibly be the aftermath of CERN doing these so-called experiments. Why can't they move me to a reality where there's no bills, no rent? This earth is ghetto. I mean, we got good chicken, though. We got some good chicken. By the way, comment one Mandela effect that you found out or remember. Now, you may think this is all a bunch of malarkey, but there's been experts in the science community who have actually came out and warned us of the same thing the kid did, saying CERN running these experiments could create a black hole that would devour our world. Francis Calligero, a nuclear physicist who was co-winner of a Nobel Peace Prize, published an article titled, "Might a Laboratory Experiment Destroy Planet Earth?" The essay sparked a series of debates that were never ending and lasted years. People all over the world was concerned that CERN might destroy us all. Okay, portals to hell, switching realities, creating black holes. There can't possibly be any more concerns, right? Sadly, there are. I'm just as shocked as you. Now, you know I said that people believe that CERN is opening portals to different realities or a different dimension, maybe even different worlds. People believe that this is where these beings called reptilians, or what we see as aliens, are coming from. They're not traveling billions and billions of light years of space to get here. CERN is just inviting them through their front door. I mean, there's hundreds of species that have said to be walking amongst us today. Pleiadianos, the Greys, the Arcturianos. That many species can't be traveling through space to hit Earth. Someone has even claimed to have footage of one of these species.
Like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one beside it, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. And I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we terrified with.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large.
Calm down, y'all. That's just my ex. She loves nature. All honesty, I can't tell if that video is real or CGI. It's just too realistic with the muscles in the back and everything. But what do you guys think? Should we be worried about CERN? Or is it just one big conspiracy? I don't know what to believe anymore. Make sure to hit that follow, because part 2, it's gonna get crazy. And you don't want to miss it.
CERN seems like a bunch of scientists and a bunch of doctors, a bunch of professors, names like that, that's trying to play God. In my opinion, where they put their campus and their headquarters at is kind of weird. Is that where he sits on his throne? Maybe. High possibility. But I just feel like they're trying to play God. And one Mandela effect I do remember, and I'm going to always stand on this. Pikachu had a black tip on his tail. I remember that. I remember that as a kid. Second, the most important one, Chick-fil-A never had a K. It never had a K. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Chick-fil-A never had a K. It does now, but it didn't when I first had it. 2015, Chick-fil-A didn't have a K. I remember this. But, hey, y'all drop y'all Mandela effects. I'm with the little boy being the genius. He might be. He's telling the truth, man. The things that they doing, things that CERN is doing, is probably the Mandela effects is just consequences of things they changing. In my opinion, yes. And I have felt like I woke up and I've been like, man, something ain't right. I'm not supposed to be here. I remember like 2017's, I think it's 2017, New Year's Eve. I felt like going into 2018. I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like going into that year. For some odd reason, my body was like, I was like, instead of celebrating, I was just like in a corner, like, yeah, in my own world. I didn't want to go into 2018. I don't know why, though. Can't believe everything you see. What y'all think on that one?
I'm in this alley and this random building, unnamed building, is just like rolling this, I don't know, barrel full of like brains or something. You see that like falling out? That's just tripping me out. It's like looking out to see if there's anyone watching. Oh.
How did he just get sent 15 years into the future?
No, hell no.
Do you guys remember the... There's a little boy right there too with him. That he disappeared and that one just pops up damn near 15 years old. He a grown man. That's weird, man. Some of y'all gonna say it's fake. I know it's coming.
The Ronald McDonald statues on the benches back in the day? Yeah. You know the story why they took it up? Yeah. There was a case one time where there was 2 guys late at night, 2, 3 in the morning, sitting down eating McDonald's on the bench, and they were super tired, and one of them wanted to go through the trash away, and then the other friend that stayed on the bench and sat on Ronald McDonald's lap, and he said, man, I'm so tired. And Ronald McDonald like responded to him and said, yeah, so am I. And this dude died. He had a heart attack.
Yeah, that's scary, bro. I got chills and my eyes are watering.
That shit?
Y'all heard that before? I never heard that.
Here's a conspiracy theory for you that became conspiracy fact. In the 1920s, Edward Bernays and Paul Mazur set out on an experiment to turn Americans into mindless, insatiable consumers. I do not like where this one is going. They had an idea to train Americans to desire to ever consume more and more goods and services, with no real reasoning behind the desire to purchase new things. The idea was that this would result in turning every single American into profit-consuming, but also product-producing zombies, slaves to the system, if you will, and that this would eventually empower the ruling elite. We must shift America from a needs to a desire culture, said Paul Mazur. People must be trained to desire, to want new things, even before the old have been entirely consumed. We must shape a new mentality, and man's desires must overshadow his needs. That's a direct quote from one of the craziest people I've ever read about. Because if you just look around the United States, it's pretty clear that that plan completely worked. And if you found that story crazy, check out what we've got over on Rockville.
Oh yeah, that clearly that's worked. Like, I know people who will, not even pay their rent and go buy a bag of dro. Like, I know people who are, instead of going to put money on a car, they go buy new Jordans. Like, I mean, clearly, because they desires, they chasing opinions from others of people who really don't care what you got, what you do. Like, man, whatever you, like, my little advice for the day is, man, don't get lost in things that you never had. Like, you'll get it. But if you want it, man, want it for you. And be humble when you get it. Don't get it and then be like treating other people all bad, thinking you on top of the world. Like, don't do that. Make sure you can help yourself and then help others. Like, don't get distracted on the items. They just materials. Everybody, I like nice things too, but I don't get distracted. I still know what's important. I still treat everyone with respect. I still carry myself like the same I was when I didn't have. Like, but materials run some people. Some people are very materialistic. That's just how the world works sometimes. But they plan definitely work. In my opinion, it definitely worked. It definitely worked. I was once like that too, though, where all I wanted was material items. When I was in school, that's how school worked. Everybody wanted the dopest shoes out. The new J's that came, everybody had to get them. If you didn't, you wasn't getting no girls. That's how it was.
They don't even hide it anymore.
Season premiere of SNL with Ice Spice.
Look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you like 40?
No. A long time ago, I met this guy and made a deal where I get to stay 25 years old for forever.
What guy?
Tall fella, horns, red fur, I don't know, little hoods.
He messed with that one.
What? I thought it was like a Times Square Elmo or something.
I seen that. I thought,
I eat children. What? How old are you?
They're joking about it. They joke about it.
Only to 10.
They joke about it.
Children and pineapple.
That's 3. Queen Elizabeth, Joe Biden. Now we got The Rock. That's 3 in 1. I think this all in the same video. Bro, come on, man. Come on. Hey, whatever, man. Whatever. So I guess it is true what happened in Maui, huh? I guess it is true he be working with Oprah and them people, huh? Is it true they in the mountains? Because we ain't gonna just stop talking about that one. Like, just because that ain't a topic in today's video yet, or I don't know, but I don't think it is. And we ain't talked on that in a minute. Come on. Y'all, we're not gonna let that one go. That's crazy, man.
We're gonna have a debate here. There will be no unplugging until after the debate. All right?
And in a few years.
Yeah? You want to tell us a little about yourself?
And over the power grid, and I'll have my own drone army.
And they be thinking it's a joke.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely...
It's a conspiracy theory. Just kidding. There's one I particularly like lately, about the cave. There's a cave in South America, among others, but this one is there. Very specific cave. If you find the right people that have navigated this cave before, and only a few people on this planet can, because it's a 15-day foot trip. It's a long walk. 2 weeks. And only with people that know how to navigate it. We know 8% of our oceans. 8. So I can believe that this is true. When you arrive at the other end, there is a city. An entire city completely underground, sealed off by all this cave. And then the city is populated with a civilization. that has been on this earth longer than we have and has survived through the Egyptians, through the giants, through all of those, because it was underground. They don't talk to us much. They don't come up, obviously. Very few people have been down there, but somebody did write a book about it called Lost Horizon. In the book, the city's name is Shangri-La. And he put it on a mountain, but I think it's really underground somewhere. Do you know?
It blows my mind how nobody's talking about this. Watch this video. Pay attention to what David Dobrik says happened to his friend.
But the point of the story is she really wanted to be famous, I guess. That's what she wanted to be. And she met somebody who could promise her that. And she met somebody, have you ever heard this? No. She met somebody, this is crazy. And he was like, I know how to make you famous. And she's like, how? And he's like, we can turn you into anything. Scientology. We can turn you, honestly. It may have been we can turn you into a singer, an actor, whatever you want.
Bro, this story gets crazy. Like this video and follow me for part 2. Let's get it.
You know what's crazy? I was watching something she was in. Oh, my sister was watching something with, I think she used to be a Will Smith. Not like together, but they used to be kicking in friends. At least that's what they say. And she was watching his channel, I think, or something he had on YouTube. It was years ago. And I was like, man, who is that? I think it was like 2016, 2017. And I'm like, who was that? I need her. I was on her. And she was like, oh, she started on YouTube. She a YouTuber. And I'm like, man, YouTuber. Like, I ain't think I'd be doing these videos. I was doing music. I was running wild. I was doing a lot. So, yeah, I was like, YouTube, what? And now I hear this, and I'm just like, whoa. Whoa. They be, I didn't know they go for YouTubers too. I thought it was just like rappers, celebrities, and stuff like that. That's crazy. But he's spilling all the beans. Somebody's salty. Is somebody mad? He mad she winning. He like, nah, they ain't come to me. That's probably how he really feeling, but he ain't gonna say that. He just trying to make it seem like, man, I'm just tell cause that's not good, that's not cool. She's doing things with people that, yeah, that's what it seemed like. It seemed like he's snitching cause he mad. He ain't blow where she went. That's what it looked like. He could be telling the truth though. I'm just playing, man, I'm just playing.
So I was on Twitter this morning and saw this post. Go on Google Earth and try to get a measurement of Antarctica. It won't do it because it's a ring around us. So naturally I ran straight to Google Earth. I screen recorded everything I did. I sped it up because I really wanted to capture the shape of this wall. I mean, continent. Yeah. Now to cover all my bases, this is what I did next. I could find a perimeter in the middle of the ocean, middle of Africa, and it didn't matter where I put the points. Right in the middle of the continent. Now this got me thinking, why don't we journey up to the North Pole? You know, right there in the middle. I'm like speechless. So while I was sitting here pondering all this and being speechless, I went, holy shit. No matter where you set the points, it always had these little spots, or a spot, missing. North Pole. Kind of like a little missing puzzle piece. The missing piece of the circle. Anyways, it's all a big conspiracy theory anyways.
What y'all think, man? Y'all know my take. Earth flat, boy. Ice wall down there by Antarctica. Man, on the other side of that is outer space. Above us is the firmament. There is a dome. I feel like God does sit on his throne above that, and he looks down on us, and we can't get out of the firmament. And then they say they had a little bit of water on the top. I think it's like that too. That's my opinion. Some of y'all gonna disagree. Again, that's fine. But nah, she did her big one with that one. She did it. But yeah, made it to the end of this one, man. I had fun with these clips. I appreciate y'all. If y'all made it all the way through. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified. Cause man, look, I be checking. And some of y'all don't be having y'all post notifications on. So I need y'all to turn in post notifications on so that you always notify when these uploads come, because it's 4 of them a week. So yeah, go ahead, hit them post notifications. Just hitting that bell. Man, and yeah, I appreciate y'all though. I appreciate y'all. I love doing these videos. Again, I'm gonna always let y'all know I'm grateful to be here to do this for y'all. I like doing it, man. I love doing it. Man, yeah, I'm grateful for y'all. But I'm gonna let y'all get up on out of here. And until I see y'all in the next one, we gone.